Hey friends, happy Monday. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin Say Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Chalk Couture. So once you hop on the live or you hop on the replay at a later date, please feel free to spread the craft love all over. Feel free to spread the craft love all over Facebook, but also say hi in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. I happen to be in central Kansas, where the weather went from 75 degrees to 20 degrees in less than 24 hours, so we're a bit chilly. Again, say hi, tell me where you're watching from. I am live in 2 locations this evening, so if you hear me refer to a comment that isn't in your feed, that person is probably on a different platform. And as I said before, please feel free to spread the crafty love all over Facebook and YouTube. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that heart button. I can't do that very well. Tag your crafty friends. Invite them to watch along with you. Not only does that help my channel get seen by new eyeballs, but it also helps you by telling the algorithm that you like this kind of creative content. Therefore, it will start pushing more of this kind of content into your feed, and so we can help each other, and I greatly appreciate it. With that, as soon as I see people hop on, I will, am I not getting my comments? As people come on, I will say hi to you. So let's go ahead and flip the camera. I'm not going to waste any time. I do also want to apologize for being MIA for a couple of weeks with the holidays and our church project. I've been a bit busy, and then my mom was here for a week, so after our outreach project, I just spent a lot of time with her and relaxed and had a lot of fun. I see that Jason says he's watching from the other side of the door, so hello. So as the title says, I am making some fridge magnets with some tumbling tower, or you might also know them as Jenga blocks, but it's probably trademarked, so we're just going to refer to them as tumbling tower blocks. So these have been fairly popular in my booth at Flipping Fabulous. So we're just going to make a few more, and I usually make them with 3 blocks, and I'm just using some pretty just some thick rubber bands to help them kind of clamp together. But I also pulled out, because I have some transfers that are a little larger, I think I can also do some 4 power blocks. So we're just going to glue some of these really quick, and while they're drying, we can go over some of the transfers that I have pulled out. And I found a new glue. I'm still testing it, but this is, if you're ever at Harbor Freight, it's super cheap, like literally a couple bucks for this wood glue, and so far so good. So I just usually put them on a flat surface. I've also used, strangely enough, fabric tack before. It works well. And then the 1, 2, 3 glue works, and then of course my trusty quick and thick tight bond. I like something that's kind of fast drying. And this one says, incredibly strong waterproof bond, no foaming, used for indoor and outdoor, incredibly strong. It does say wait 30 minutes, but I don't think we're going to need to wait 30 minutes. I'm trying to get these as level, as even as possible, but they're not all perfect. I'm not going to clamp those because I'm not for sure my rubber band will work with 4. So how is everyone's Christmas? Has everyone survived? What's everyone doing for New Year's Eve? Have you picked out your sweatpants yet for New Year's Eve? So I'm just going to make a couple of these 4-piece blocks, and then we'll make a couple more 3-piece blocks. I guess we could try the rubber band. Ooh. If I'm careful. Jason says he had a great Christmas. He enjoyed having my mama with us. It was a lot of fun. She didn't feel the greatest, but we still had a lot of fun hanging out. She doesn't have Netflix, so she started to binge The Crown, which I'd already seen most of it, except the last season. So it was fun to watch it again with her and just hang out and spend some time with her. Okay, let's make a few more 3s. We tried to go look at lights on Christmas Day night, but it was so stinking foggy here that we like to died. So we didn't get very far. Gonna let that one sit a little bit. This is just one of those mindless kind of things you can do, and if you're watching speaking of binging, if you're watching a show or some of those Hallmark Christmas movies, this is super quick and easy just to glue a bunch of these together, and then you always have them on hand. Get these cinched up. And if you're one of my Perks members or one of my designers on my team, don't forget, as a gift, Chalk Couture deposited $10 design dollars in your account, so you can go do a little bit of shopping and save $10. And those, you do need to use those by December. They're good through December 31st. So Merry Christmas. And I do want to thank everybody, whether you've been a shopping customer or not. If you've watched a few lives, if you've liked them, if you've shared them, if you've commented, if you've shared me with your friends, thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your support in 2025, and I hope to be a little bit more consistent in 2026. Here's hoping. Here's hoping I can leave a perimenopause in 2025 and not take it with me in 2026, because it kicked my booty. Okay, I think we've got one more. We'll glue that one. So you can paint these, you can stain them, you can use the faux stain that we like to use here, that Waverly Antique Wax. You could use the Dixie Belle voodoo stains that Chalk Couture sells, although they are on pause right now because of the cold weather. You can paint them with chalk paste. You can kind of give them a paint wash with watered down acrylic paint. Okay. So a great source for these, Five Below, Target, Walmart, maybe sometimes Dollar General. Look for the generic brand, and they're going to be a lot cheaper, but I think you get like 48 pieces. So 48 divided by 3 is more than I want to do in my head. Like 12 would be 36. 13 would be 39. So you can 14 times 3 would be 42. So you can get about 14 magnets if you did them 3 up. If you do the 4 ups, you're not going to get as many. I think there's 48 in a container. Okay, so let's let these dry. Let me show you some of the transfers that I did pull out. So this one I pulled out for the 4 up ones, so I think they will just fit. So this one is the retired Dolly Parton transfer, the Cup of Ambition. These are also perfect for this month's Club Couture transfer. So these would fit perfectly. These are like the little coffee cup, the hat, the ice skate, the reindeer, warm and cozy. Even the cute little snowflake pattern over here would be perfect. So we're definitely going to do that. Any of the size B mini icons would work. And I love to do these. Like, darling, you're different. I've used a lot of these. Shiitake Happens is a popular one. The old Beautifully Rare mini icons. This one is a knockoff from the Smile Company, the company that has the smile on the box, but they work too. Gold Digger minis, the Snarky Empowerment minis, Selectively Social, Not Today Satan. If you're a family that doesn't wear pants, I know there's some out there. Are You Kidding Me? That's kind of fun. I saw that. Karma, Probably Late for Something. These might fit. No, these wouldn't fit, so I'm going to put those away. These were the Chalk Made Junior photo holder transfers. The Shine Bright Lots of Love minis are perfect. Another knockoff, couple other knockoffs. I've got a dog knockoff. I think these are super cute, especially this one for Valentine's Day. Always Know Your Worth and Add Tax. You are loved beyond measure. These would be super fun for Valentine's Day, and you can put them in a little Valentine's Day basket. Again, the dogs. This was a gift with purchase 2 years ago, and then they re-released it last year. But like some St. Patrick's Day, the Happy St. Patrick's Day, the rainbow, who needs luck with all this charm, even the shamrock are perfect. Here's another knockoff. And then here are some Christmas minis from 2024, which would be really cute. A little Christmas vacation dupe there. The little ornament is cute. I thought I had a few more Christmas ones out, but maybe not. There's also any of the Snoopy minis, but the Peanuts minis, but I couldn't find mine. Go figure. It did take me 20 minutes to find this one this morning. So those are some of the transfers you can use. Just gonna look through. Like if you did some of the 4, no, you can't get all the. Can't use this one. It's too big for the 4 up. I don't think. Yeah, none of the hearts will fit. So remind me to show you. Those are some of the new ones. Remind me to show you those when we're done. So let's pull this out. I'm going to go ahead and paint some of those. Hey, Margie. The Snoopy transfers are in a bag. Yeah, they probably are in a bag. Everything I own is in a bag. That's the problem, though. There's 400 bags of stuff in this house. How are you, Miss Margie? It's been a while since I've seen you. Okay, so I have some random paints here. I have some folk art chalk paint we could use. I have a couple of Crafters Collection brand. It's the Hobby Lobby brand. I have some apple barrel paint. Again, you could use chalk paste. We're just going to kind of randomly use a bunch of colors. I think we'll do a black one. Let's get one of these 4 ones up. We are making little faux magnet, faux palette fridge magnets today from the Tumbling Tower blocks. Margie says she's good. She crafted today finally. Have you been in a slump or just haven't crafted for a while? So this is the Crafters Collection. It is the Hobby Lobby brand. I've heard mixed reviews about these paints. Some people love them, some people hate them. It kind of depends on the application, I kind of think. I kind of need something that to be used as a palette. I guess I can just use this over here. So I'm going to do as much of the sides as I can while I'm still holding it. Oops. You just found time. You were off. Yeah. I've been enjoying some extra time off, and it has been fun. I haven't done anything, but it has been fun. Okay, we'll let that one dry. And then we'll pick another color. Let's do this color. So we're just going to paint base coat some of these, and then we'll paste some of our little mini icon phrases on there. Let that one dry. Let's do some gray. You made 2 gifts. Remind me, Margie, are you in Canada? Where are you? I forget. Are you near Canada? I can't remember. I'm probably way off. It's good to see you though. Oh, Canada. I remembered. So, do you have Boxing Day as well, or is Ontario? Or is Boxing Day just a UK thing? You took off 2 weeks. Wow. That's fantastic. Okay, I got that one. So I just used some rubber bands to kind of act as clamps. Let's use the white. We made the socks and did a tag. There's my socks are over. Did you do the Club Couture socks? I need to get another pair now that I can order just the socks. I have to say, on these, I prefer chalk paint. It just covers better than Crafter's acrylic paint does, but this white is not very good coverage. This is the Hobby Lobby brand. The black did great. White, not so much. I just got it all over. I got it all over my turquoise one. I'm such a messy painter. Okay, so let's just redo that one. You never thought of inking socks before? I hadn't either. I think it kind of, you have to be careful on what kind of socks. Like these have a really tight knit. So I think they work well. I've seen socks sublimated, but I've never seen socks inked, so it was kind of fun. Okay. So just as a reminder, the Club Couture kit, which contains the pair of socks and then your ink paste, your ink singles, and your transfer, you can purchase that through the 31st. And if you are a club member, you can also buy extra socks as well. And if you're a Perks member, You also got that extra $10 in design dollars added to your account, so you can use that as for part of your purchase. Okay, let's, I just stuck my finger in that one. Good grief, Robin. Okay, I'm going to wet my hands. Got my quick dry tool. I have more paint on me than I do on my blocks. And in true Robin fashion, I tried to have these blocks glued and painted before tonight, but that didn't happen. Is anyone surprised? The white is yucky. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more white to the white one. In fact, I'm just going to add a little bit of gray to that one, just because it doesn't cover very well. See if we can get it, give it some better coverage. And I'll come back in and finish the sides and the backs off camera. Just get this one side done. Okay, let's give that one a dry, and then we'll go on to the sanding and the waxing. Just trying to cover up my little glare spot here, but there. Sorry about my big gigantic hand. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a sand. If I can reach my sandpaper. Yeah, do the black one last. Kind of rough up the edges just a little bit. Smooth down my painted surface. You could give them a little dark wax effect too. You can do that before or after you put down your design. But if you have one that's a darker color like this black one, sand it last because it's going to get all over your sandpaper if not. And then you run the risk of getting black sawdust all over, sanding dust all over your other projects. Okay. Then the next step is to wax. You can use the wax that's on my chalk site. But I have this big gargantuan tub that I've had since I started chalking, and I just need to get it used up, and it's also my preference. So you could probably also just seal them with some clear spray. That would work as well. You're just wanting to put a barrier between your painted surface and your transfer so that it doesn't stick so hard that it either pulls up your paint or it stretches your transfer. I'm just trying to get all that wax burnished in. And you're going to get a nice kind of a, it's actually a kind of a matte glossy finish if there is one. It's just a really glossy, smooth surface. You don't need a lot. In fact, sometimes if you have too much, it'll keep your paste from adhering and going through your screens. Oops. Hey, Bonita. She says sorry she's late, but you got busy cleaning the guest room. Time got away. You've missed our Facebook time together. I've missed it too, but we had that big church outreach project that it was a big one this year. And then I spent last week with my mama, so she was up and stayed with us for about a week. So I just took the week off and spent time with her and Jason and Dane, and so now I'm back on. But yeah, I've missed you all as well. The project came first. Next year, maybe I'll try to make some stuff ahead of time, and that way at least, I don't know. I just need to get you all to come help me. So they come help me wrap gifts, because that was a lot. We had 240 kiddos signed up, and they each got at least a black trash bag full of gifts that we had to wrap. But it was fun, but yet a lot of work. Okay, so we've made our Jenga blocks. We've glued them together, we've painted them, we've sanded them, we've waxed them. So now I'm going to pull out at least those two. And I went through some of the mini icon transfers that we can use. Some are Chalk Couture. Benita says her mama came Tuesday and is still here. Well, hello, Benita's mom. Some of these are Chalk Couture, some of these are not. So hide your eyes if you don't want to see the ones that are not. I'm trying to find some that would be cute for Valentine's Day. Alright. And I'm going to use the two Dolly Parton ones on here, on these two. So let's use this one, this Love Yourself. We'll use these two, and then we'll use one from here. This one is the Club Couture transfer for this month. Maybe we won't use that one. No, well, don't say anything. We'll just use the two knockoffs. And the ribbon. So I think I'm going to use this Love with the paw prints. I'm thinking Valentine's Day. So we need to make sure we write the word back on these, or we can put dog mini icons, and then we can put quotes, maybe. Just will not want to write on there. Find something else. Quotes. Many icons. Okay. So let's pull this one off. So you can see that there are suggested trim lines. I like to keep my backer sheet together so I don't have 9 to 12 little tiny pieces floating around, and then I have to play a guessing game as to which one goes on which piece. So I'm going to score down my transfer. So I'm lifting up a little piece here, and I'm just going to score all the way down. I did use that one since it's upside down once before. Okay. And because there isn't a whole lot of adhesive in the heart, I'm not going to fuzz it. Just because I want that heart to stick pretty good. And I can kind of see through to the back of my block, so I'm kind of using that as a guide to help me space it. And then same thing on this one. I'm just going to pick it up and I'm going to score down that line. Okay. And you can put the lines of your block any way you want them. Doesn't really, whatever floats your boat. Okay, so I'm going to pull these off. So this one says, whatever you're thinking, think bigger. And then this one is, pour yourself a cup of ambition. Dolly Parton. This one just barely fits from side to side, but we'll make it work. Let's see. So I picked out mostly neutral colors, like I have ash and storm, grayish, black, and then I picked out some of the shimmers. So I have Shimmer Frost, Disco, Shimmer Shadow, Shimmer Frost. I have 2 of those. And then I also have white, vanilla, and another black. But I think on that one I'm going to pick up, for the Love Yourself, I'm going to pick a pink. Okay. Oh, and I should point out to Bonita, I've sourced a new glue from Harbor Freight. So far so good, and it's super cheap. Okay, let's get a pink color. I think I'm going to use Raspberry Sorbet. If I remember correctly, I think this one was in Last Chance, so it might be going away. Also, just another reminder, if you are a Perks member, you received 10 extra design dollars as a Christmas gift from Chalk Couture. It is in your account, and you can use that through December 31st. There's also an end of year, I'll show you the graphic. There is an end of year blowout sale up to 85% off select items through, looks like January 5th. Can't read it. So make sure you check all that out. There's some new Valentine's Day stuff, some new peanuts. Stuff is already selling out, however. I believe there'll be a creative Kickstart that launches probably Thursday or Friday, I think. That one's pretty. Love Yourself. Perfect for Valentine's Day. I'm going to have to make a few more of those. Let's let that one dry. Let's do Shimmer Frost on this one. I'm just going to use the same squeegee and clean it off. Dry it off. Okay, so this is Shimmer Frost. So if you love glitter without the mess of glitter, these are perfect for you because the glitter is suspended in the paste. It does tend to stick to your transfers, but that's the only, like you won't, it does make your transfers a little shimmery, but other than that, it doesn't get anywhere else. See what that one looks like. It's my favorite part. Pour yourself a cup of ambition. That one's perfect. Okay, well, probably should use frost on that one as well. Should have cleaned my squeegee. You could also, if you have scrapbook paper in your stash, you could cover it instead of painting them. You could Mod Podge some scrapbook paper on the front and then chalk in them. You'd want to use kind of probably black paste. You could also use decoupage napkins on, but you're probably going to want to seal your napkins before you paste on them. And let that dry really good before you paste on them. But that one's pretty. Whatever you're thinking, think bigger. And then our little doughy one. We'll keep with the shimmers and we'll do shimmer shadow. Easy peasy. So then I will seal these with a clear sealer, or you could, if you were, you could also probably use the gator hide sealer. You could also just use like a brown antiquing wax. That would give your sanded edges a little bit more of a vintage look. That one turned out cute. So my transfers are super easy to clean. You just need some water and a board eraser, and they'll clean easy peasy. And then you just add a magnet after you paint it to the back side. So I will finish the sides and the backs off camera. So easy peasy, cute little gift. You need teacher gifts, co-worker gifts. They're perfect for every holiday, every season. They're perfect for evergreen designs. I missed a spot, so I'm going to go back and fix it. There's just this little tiny spot that's going to bug me. If you're doing a cute little craft fair, they would be super. I sell them for, gosh, I don't even remember, $4, I think $4, and I've sold quite a few of them. You could do the some of the larger fonts, like the fonts that are on the D-sized and E-sized transfers. And then you could do one letter per block and spell stuff out. Which reminds me, you'll want to be here. I'm going to go live Wednesday, and I have a cute little project planned as long as I get my package by Wednesday, which that has to do with individual letters. So while I have you on, let me show you some of the, I haven't gotten all of the new stuff. I've just been trying to just get stuff that sparks joy. I mean, let's be honest, all of it could spark joy, but what I truly know I have time to do and that I like, because I just have too much. So I did get the dimensional heart molds. I want to try to use my 2-part epoxy more. So I got both of the heart molds. So I want to play with those sometime. And then here is a new Sweet But Salty Peanuts transfer. It's a size A. Here's the Snoopy Love. That's not new. That's not new. I found these the other day. So Love Drives Me Crazy with Schroeder and Lucy. It's a size F. So it's the 9x9. Here are the patterned hearts, and these also have a coordinating shape that go with them. I think I'm going to try to do some more shrinky dinks with these, so stay tuned for that. Classic Valentine, so these would be really cute to make Valentine cards from. This one says, "You're a catch, you rock, you're my number one, and you're just my type." Snoopy's sitting at the typewriter. Be My Always. It's a cute little size B postcard. It would be cute on the 9x12 simple shape chalk spot tag. Jason says he loves all of the Peanuts transfers. Can I get an amen? I think I'm going to do a sweatshirt, and then I'm going to cut the sweatshirt up like that. And then here are the word game font. So we all know those look like the Scrabble tiles. And I think I remember that they are, I'm trying to find a ruler. You could get away, they're technically like 3/4 of an inch by an inch. So I ordered 1.5 inch wood tiles, which will be perfect. So we're going to do a fun activity with these on Wednesday as long as they come in. So stay tuned for that. And I would highly suggest ordering 2 of these, so that if you want to do words that have duplicate letters, you'll have the ability to easily do duplicate letters. So I went ahead and ordered another one of those with my $10 in design dollars. So that's just some of the new things I've gotten. Not a lot. I know I don't have time for everything, so I'm not gonna buy everything. It's just, yeah. Okie doke. That's not me anymore. Today anyway. So here is our first magnet that we did. I'll show you this way. Oop. So there is whatever you're thinking, think bigger. And we used Shimmer Frost for that. Pour yourself a cup of ambition. That one's, I think, my favorite one. Love yourself, which would be perfect for Valentine's Day. And then love, which would be perfect for all you fur mamas out there. And kind of as you look through your transfers, like I pulled a bird out of one. You can pull bits and pieces. It doesn't have to be the whole transfer. So yeah, it's a great way to get creative. And then just add a magnet on the back, or instead of using the icons, again, you could use the larger fonts and just do one letter per tile and make large game pieces out of your Scrabble letters. It'd be cute to do a last name like Van Atta or Smith, or and you could spell out your last name in the fonts. So another idea. Okie doke, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Guess what? It's under an hour, just barely. So if I don't talk too long, it'll be less than an hour. Yay me! Thanks so much for understanding while I took a little holiday break. I'm sure I'll take more. I'll be back again Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening. Thanks for spreading the chalk love, hitting that thumbs up button, hitting that heart button. Make sure you check out the end of year sale. And then stay tuned for the creative kickstart that I assume will be coming out at the beginning of the year. If I don't see you before Wednesday, Happy New Year. Hope your 2026 goes well, and I hope we can spend a lot more time together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.